Isn't it a great day to be out and about, Lita? Oh, it certainly is. Lovely sunshine. What's that over there? I'm not sure. Looks like some rope. Oh, it looks pretty old. I wonder where it goes. Let's follow it. Good idea. It really does look old, doesn't it? Some very old rope. Very old indeed. What's that? Why, it looks like a totally original and brand new product from Fantasy Flight Games. It sure is brand new and totally original, isn't it? You can tell it's a brand new product because of the brand new artwork on the front and the brand new artwork on the side. But let's have a look at the back. Oh, look, that's me! So it is. Someone has handily put the spoiler tape on too. Maybe it was pirates. I doubt that. There is some new artwork visible and a handy label on one end for those with deep shelves. This brand new and not at all recycled product measures a whopping 11.5 inches by 4.5 inches by, hang on a second, 3.5 inches. And that is taller and fatter than the core box. Oi, rowers, get out of our shop! A box this size must be jam-packed with content, so let's open it up and have a look. We always say try and preserve as much of the shrink wrap as possible, and we will come back to that later on. Oh, looks like the tide's coming in. Yeah, we'd better move. Shame we didn't bring our plank of wood, isn't it? Over here! Now that looks like a better boat. And look, there's a built-in plank of wood too. That will do nicely. The texture of this box is the same as the rough canvas feel as the core box, but not enough to be non-slip, it appears. And it's the kind of surface that will quickly show damage, particularly at the corners or edges. Opening up, we see there is a massive insert in a new colour, which someone has handily put in upside down, so let's spin that around. You get one shrink wrap pack of cards, which looks kind of familiar. You also get a sealed pack of dividers too. And finally, there is officially the smallest paper insert ever seen for an Arkham Horror TCG product. That and a whole lot of Fantasy Flight Games proprietary fresh air is all you get in this massive oversized box. And as you can see, the rules sheet only has rules on one side. These are dividers for all the different encounter sets found in the core box, plus the additional ones in this box for a total of 18. Your single pack of cards has a mere 46 new scenario cards and 20 player cards. There is a familiar looking player card on the front and an equally familiar sounding location on the rear. Let's have a quick look at the dividers. These are made of exactly the same weight of cardstock as the game cards. They are slightly taller so they will stand out, but only for cards laid on their side. They all have the title and the encounter symbol along the top and a big version in the centre. They are also double-sided too. So what is under the insert? It sounds hollow. Our investigations may have discovered a secret compartment. Is there a hidden copy of card number 117? Oi, cheeky! There is a lot of space here. We are pretty sure you could fit the entire Dunwich cycle in here. But don't forget, this is specifically labelled Night of the Zealot. With all this aquatic excitement, we don't appear to have mentioned what this product actually is. This is an upgrade kit for the mini-campaign Night of the Zealot, which came with the core box. These scenarios were short and simple because they had to function as a tutorial. The first in particular, The Gathering, was literally there to teach you each of the mechanics. The encounter cards in this box add additional locations and enemies and swap out some of the act or agendas to freshen up the scenarios and flesh them out a little bit more, as you've probably played them more times than any other. But you are going to be playing through the same scenarios with the same goal and story and Mad Cat Lady Arsonist. Oi! So expect a few tweaks only. Think of it like the extended editions of Star Wars or Lord of the Rings. Turns out there is enough room to use this box to store all the scenario cards for the Dunwich Legacy cycle. And all the player cards, come to think of it, plus the Night of the Zealot ones. And if you already have a storage solution but hate throwing away all of your packaging, you can store all 6 empty Mythos packs in here and close the lid. You could use all the extra space to keep 4 pre-built player decks or to store your tokens and chaos bag. And like the core box, just flip over your insert to create more easy access space. Concerns us is the generous width of this box. Even with the cardboard insert inside, you have no trouble fitting unsleeved cards in. Or sleeved cards in either. Or even cards in bulky top loaders. Look at that! Do consider using the insert to reduce the amount of space that the cards can move around in. You can even pop in cards in a mini snap. Not quite a snap, or a one-touch. The bottom half of the box has the familiar star field that goes all the way around. Whoop, spoilers. While we're here, let's see if the QR code works. It does, but do be wary of accidentally looking at the scenario cards. This is all of the original Knight of the Zealot cards from the core box, which we've single-sleeved. You have the scenario cards from the 3 parts, and then the encounter sets alphabetically behind those, and we've stood up the new return cards at the back. Potentially you could leave them standing depending on the fit and rigidity of the sleeve you use. You can see how little space this takes up, but don't cram in the cards too tightly as you will need to flick through them. With some encounter sets consisting of only 3 or even 2 cards, you won't be able to read the headers on the dividers unless you do get a finger in. Again, what concerns us is the amount of space down the side of the box. Do put in some foam or some tokens or even some extra cards down the side, as these cards and dividers will rattle about like mice in a hurricane. And don't get up to any ninja business with these in your backpack, as they're loud as fuck. And even after cramming in all those cards, you can still have room for a 100 count deck box. And a mini chaos bag. And your tokens. Maybe a larger chaos bag as well. Down the side there like that. This box is huge! Huge! Remember how we got you to keep the upper part of the shrink wrap intact? Well, if you did, just grab your sticky tape and secure your new free plastic coverall to the inside of your box, like we're doing here. This cheap protection will stop your nice box getting scuffed, scraped, covered in finger marks, and maybe avoid the odd spill. Or nasty sneeze. That concludes the unboxing part of our return to the Night of the Twiglet coverage. Make sure you check out our look at the scenarios and the brand new, not at all recycled player cards.